Since when was there lava here? There's lava under this? Hey, what's going on, everybody? What a great intro that is. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We've been working on this castle for quite a number of episodes so far. I gotta say, quite a number of them. I think it probably would be best to take a break from it and to do something else. At least for a little while. I really am happy with how a lot of that came out. I mean, you can't exactly see what I just built from here, which is kind of the point. Maybe I need to get rid of that floating piece of ground after all. I would really hate to have to destroy that, but I might have to. I don't know. I mean, there's more work to be done on that. I want to make the floors under the bedroom. It's up there, but man, there's a lot of you guys around here, isn't there? I'm gonna leave that for another time. We've been actually cleaving out a lot of the ground for the mall project, which is something I didn't abandon. It is something I just postponed. Oh man, I don't actually remember why I did. I don't even really remember when I started working on this, to be honest with you. I don't know if I wanted better tools and this is before I had netherite ones or what. I'm not 100% sure. But we have cleaved out a pretty long pathway, and I think it's worth just kind of documenting, I guess, what I want this to be like. Essentially, well, first of all, I want it to all be clean stone, so all of it would be this. Well, I guess for now, I guess in reality it wouldn't be. I mean, the floor definitely needs to be, like I gotta get rid of this hole and stuff. And, there's grass down here. Wait, did that spread from that grass? That's no way, right? That's not how it works. There's no way that worked. I don't know. But this is not going to be underground at all. It is right now, but I'm about to make it not underground. And this is the power of the Aviary Annihilator. I'm going to cleave this goddamn hole into the floor. This is destructive, I gotta say. No doubt about it. This is destructive. And I did say that I didn't want to do anything super destructive or terraforming with what I'm building in general, but the mall requires that. I think I had the idea for it because, well, first of all, I wanted something to attach the pool to. But second, I think I wanted to, like, break the curse I have where I don't like doing that stuff. Because there is a lot that actually, you know, there's a lot of opportunity that opens up when you do that. It's kind of just a matter of, like, I think what it is when you destroy a lot of land like this, you gotta make a commitment to yourself to refill it with stuff, you know? You gotta fill it with a lot of stuff that you're building. And I've never had that drive before, so I've always been afraid to have that commitment because I wasn't ever ready to fulfill it. However, hopefully, now, and with the help of the channel and the videos and everything, I should have the drive to do that. I should have the drive to build a lot of stuff. So I'm not exactly going to terraform a massive area or anything, but I think I want this mall to be the first actually genuinely massive project. This is what I should be spending 100 episodes making. I'm not even kidding. So I don't know if it's going to be multi-floor yet. I haven't actually thought that far ahead. But I genuinely want a mall. And the most important thing that a mall needs are stores. So, for example, this is basically just going to be like one of the main hallways of it. And on this whole wall, there's just going to be store, you know, store. Basically, like a mall. It's literally gonna be one. I know. It might sound crazy considering all it is right now, and all it has been, and all it's ever been as I've referred to it as a mall it has just been a gigantic hole in the floor. But that is going to change, my friends. That is going to change. Number one priority, though, I need to get more storage, and that means I need to get more wood. And someone was in here, and they are not allowed to be in there. I'm also going to drop that wood, because here's the thing. I have actually been out of wood for a while. Even in my chest, actually, I'm running very low on wood. I think I ended up having to use a bit of dark oak for some reason at some point. I'm not a huge fan of it, actually. I mean, I thought I was, and I used to be, but it's really not that pretty. It's like too dark. It kind of like, it's like when you paint a room like the color black, right? And it just kind of makes the room seem more claustrophobic than it is. I don't know. I heard that once. That's why people tend to paint like bright wall colors. Anyway, that's that. But I do need some chests down there to basically literally just store dirt in, which I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go put this in there now. And this is what we're gonna be doing today, I guess. It's still building. It's still a project. But it's something different. It's something different, and that's very important. It's also something that I've been meaning to work on for a very long time. Also, my pickaxe is gonna break soon, and I need to repair it. I need to get more XP again. Why does this thing break so fast? Because it's unbreaking 2 and not 3, and because I use it a lot. I've been using it a ton, actually. I've been using it an absolute ton. And here's the thing, I really don't need to be. I have infinite lava buckets and like 4 furnaces, or I guess I have two automated furnaces that I could be smelting it all, and that might be even more efficient, to be completely honest. So I should really go do that and fix that. Also, I should really make it a netherite pick as well. That would also increase its durability. There's actually a few things that I need to do, and I think that's something I'm noticing with myself now. That we've like gotten a lot of the obvious stuff out of the way, and this goes just for more than Minecraft. This literally kind of goes for like my life. I don't tend to go any further than that. You know what I mean? Like with the streaming stuff, for example, I still have the cuttlefish thing. I've been wanting. That is this diamond pickaxe. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like the same thing. It's like I got it working. It does what I need it to do, but it's not nearly what it can be, and it's also not nearly what I want it to be either. And I'm like, I have to keep repairing it and making it, you know, slightly better. Maybe I don't do that. I mean, I kind of did do that when about my last birthday stream that I did. Ever since then, I've like had it be slightly different and whatnot than it initially was. But that's the equivalent of when I first put Unbreaking 2 on it. But I don't even have Unbreaking 3 on it, let alone have this as something better. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to do. Unfortunately, that requires going into the Nether, aka actually, I don't know. That analogy kind of works out, actually. No matter if you think about it, that's basically what it requires in order to change things. So it sucks. It's not good. It's very difficult, especially for me. But you know, it's only a matter of time, guys. It's well, I guess for you it is, but that's assuming it matters that much. I don't think it does. In all honesty, it doesn't really matter like that much for me. I'll be honest. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to learn to give up. I gotta say, I know it's good to never give up on anything, and I'm definitely not when it comes to, you know, the long term or anything. But generally speaking, I can't differentiate between giving up and just like knowing when to quit, because those are two different things, and it's very important to know when to do one or the other. It's very important. Also, there are probably some things that are very much worth giving up on. Absolutely, actually, that goes without saying, to be honest. There are a lot of things like that for a lot of different people and for a lot of different things, and that's the way that goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, is the saying. Life is complicated, and a lot of things are very difficult. I'm never gonna give up on what I want to do, though. It's just that I just have to realize just how far away it really is. You know what I mean? I've already done that. I've had that conversation before on this channel, and really the situation hasn't changed at all, because it won't probably for a lot longer than I wanted. I will say, I mean, I've always felt like time's up. I need to have been doing this before, and starting to do all this. Starting to do this all now is, you know, a little unfortunate. You know, it's not exactly doing me any favors. That has not changed. In fact, I'd say it's only gotten worse. I'd say it's only gotten worse with time. But that's the way that goes, I guess. That's the way that goes. I think I'm getting better at things, you know. I am steadily getting better at things, but you know, I don't know. I guess. First of all, I gotta upgrade. I gotta repair this pickaxe. I guess the thing is, like with thumbnails and stuff, I've been trying to make them more, I guess sensible or themed or whatever for the videos and stuff that I make. And I've been trying to do them differently, and Stardew Valley is actually going to be an incredibly difficult experience for me, because I think what I want to do with that series is I want to make the hell that I lived through editing the Dishonored Death of the Outsider video. I want that to be a series that I want to live that every week. Every week I want to have a day where I have to, you know, edit through and like actually watch through a video like that. I think it's good. I think it teaches me good habits, and it could then have, you know, knock-on effects to the other stuff that could then make them better, at least on paper. Also, you have been in this corner for a very long time, Snow Fox. Are you okay? Are you okay? You've been in that corner forever. You've literally been in that corner forever. And I don't understand why you've been in that corner. I don't know why you like that corner. I don't know why you stay in that corner, but you really, really like it. Anyway, what can I talk about today beyond, you know, just the YouTube stuff, right? Lessons learned, long path ahead of me, you know, all that stuff. It's all the same. It's all the same old stuff. Stuff's hard to do. Stuff's taking time to learn, and it's more of a process of elimination and trial and error for me than anything else. Given my current circumstances with stuff. I've been streaming some Tarkov lately because of the PvE thing that was added. And if you are curious on anything else regarding that, I talk in relative depth about that in the Minecraft beta episode I last did. Then again, things have changed since then, and I think everything is settled and I think everything is okay with that scenario. I think everything has been settled and everything has been compromises have been made, and everyone is happy, and everyone should be happy, I think, right now, all things considered, because the worst of it at this point is like, is this something that Tarkov needs? Is this like Tarkov to have something like this be a thing? That entire conversation was always going to happen, because according to the developer, this edition and a lot of the stuff I guess it gives you is already kind of always going to be a thing or something like that. So that was just more of an uncertainty. I think these people, if they're so curious, oh gosh, how's Tarkov? Well, this doesn't belong to Tarkov. I want you to look at the skills that aren't added yet, that are planned to be added, and you know, have discussions about those, like the lock picking skill. Yeah, let's just have that skill be a thing. Can you just like lock pick into the marked rooms day one of the wipe with like a hatchet? Because that's the thing with EOD. You get the hatchet, right? And the hatchet's like, oh, it's like a multi-tool. It's a multi-tool in a melee weapon. And the multi-tool is supposed to be this, you know, later in the game when they add all this stuff, it's supposed to be a really useful tool that you can use for various purposes, like disassembling guns in raid and lockpicking doors and stuff. The hatchet EOD players start with is going to have that. Now, granted, a multi-tool is just 20k from mechanic. It's not exactly expensive to get. So, with that in mind, it's actually underwhelming, but it also doesn't take up that special slot. So, you know, if you need to plant markers or whatever, you have an advantage. Regardless, that's a neat thing EOD is going to have that other things won't have, other than the Unheard Edition, but we won't get into that. But that benefit is not added yet because that mechanic isn't added yet. So that's something to consider, I guess. I feel like we're going to have the advent of hatchet runners is going to come back, and they're just going to go to the dorm's marked room and like get an Ash 12 from it and just kill a 5-man with it or something like that. You know, that's what's going to happen again. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that game today. because I can talk about that game all I want while I stream the PvE version, because that's a ton of fun for me, and more fun than the real game has been for me in a very, very long time. So, well worth it for me. Anyway, what else can I talk about today? So today, this is actually pretty interesting, and I think I've been alluding to this for a while, but I want to actually like just lay it out there now as like, you know, stuff that's been happening around the house. So. I don't even know necessarily how far this goes back, but basically the gist of it is the room I'm in right now. I'm not in like my room. I'm in like a room that's relatively unused in the house, and it's apparently the roof was very damaged or something like that. You know, because at some point, rain, whenever it would rain, started seeping through the roof. And I have a very expensive computer in here, so that's not good. So I don't even know how to explain when I first discovered this, but I guess I was just on my computer. It was probably late at night, and I was preparing to go to bed or something like that. I don't know. I think it was while I was. Oh my God! What is happening? What is that? No! Oh my God! Am I hallucinating? What's wrong with you, dude? Get down from there. Wow. What is your problem? Why are you doing that? You deserve that and more. You horrible person. Where do you think you're going? Get back here. I need to go stop this man. I'll save you. I'll save you guys. I'll save you from the psychopath. What does he sell? Nothing good. He's a psycho. Ow, what are you doing? I saved your life. I saved your life. I saved your life. Do you know who do you have any idea what you're looking at? Do you have any idea? You can't even hit me. At this distance, I am immune. I'm invincible. I am the master. Okay, well, you're a bit of a problematic cookie, aren't you? You're a tough cookie, huh? Something like that. New plan. Yeah, run. That's what I thought. Run. Go ahead, run. Go. Get out of here. You go ahead, run. Get out of here. It did it. It did it to itself. I didn't do that. It did it to itself. Alright. So, where was I? Something about the roof. Yeah, so I must have been just preparing to go to bed. Maybe I just finished editing a video or something. Or just started rendering something. You know, it's late at night, so I usually do that stuff. So that's probably what I was doing. And I guess I stood up at one point. I mean, I think I first noticed it before I even stood up. Actually, there's like a bit of water on my mouse pad or whatever, my mat, and I was like, oh, I must have spilled water from my water bottle. So I kind of just, you know, cleaned it off, and then I guess I stood up at one point, and then I felt water hit my head, like my forehead or something, or my hand. Maybe it was my forehead at first, and then I held my hand out, and I'm like, wait a minute, huh? What? And then more water hit my hand, and then more water hit my hand, and I'm like, huh? How does that happen? How is water generating from the ceiling? What? That doesn't make any sense. Is it raining outside? I don't even think I fully knew if it was raining outside. Like, open the window and look, and it's like, oh yeah, no, that's rain outside. Wait a minute, why is there water inside? And then I think I moved everything out of the way. I made sure my mic was out of the way. My mic was very close to where that was landing, actually, and I think it's it would be relatively exposed if that happened. I think if water dropped on my mic, that'd be incredibly, incredibly bad. So that was not good. I had to move stuff out of the way, and then I was like, okay, that's bad. Is it dripping on my desk? Is it dripping on my computer? I actually think it was dripping on top of my computer case, which thankfully the case I have totally covered on top. There's no fans on top or anything like that. It's totally covered up there, thankfully. God, thank God I picked a case like that. Thank God, because it would have probably been over then and there. Otherwise, I think I had went and got towels, and I was like, oh shit, dude, no, rain is getting through the ceiling somehow, through the roof. The rain is getting in. And so, yeah, I put towels on stuff. I think I like hung a towel over my whole setup at one point. Yeah, I set up towels on the floor and where it was dripping. I think I moved my desk so that it wouldn't drip on top of it anymore. So, and then I put towels on the floor where it was dripping. So that was kind of my plan there, just to make sure the water went somewhere that it wasn't super bad. I mean, water dropping onto the floor is still not good, but you know, I guess I would deal with it in properly in the next day or something, or hope that it stopped or something. I don't know. There is like a kind of a hole in the ceiling, I gotta say. There is. So that's not good. But, and that is where a lot of the water was dripping through at first, because this is only the beginning. Yeah, I like to believe we live in a world where it's as simple as we called roof people and they came and fixed it, and that was that. But today is the day the roof people are here and they're fixing it, and that's I actually can't believe it's even happening. You probably should have said this earlier. You might hear thumping and bumping or something in the audio at some point, because that's happening right now above me right now. And it's like, oh my god, it's finally getting fixed, because it has been like 2 or 3 months of this. Every time it would rain, water would seep in. And the worst part is, I had to move my entire setup, like, over. And that's a reason I stopped. You can literally time this with, like, when I stopped streaming as often, like, after the Power World era, kind of. Because it was like, I don't want to stream with this happening, and I don't want to stream... And then I had to move my setup over, and I didn't want to stream in this new setup as much because the audio... I'm very close to the door now as opposed to a little further away, and apparently that makes audio, you know, seep in and out way easier, and it's like, man, I should really get, like, noise foam or something like that. I don't know why I'm, like, afraid of, like... I wonder if we, like, want to sell the house or something at some point. I don't know. Like, do I have to get rid of that or something? It feels... That's too much work. I don't want to deal with that. I'll just live with whatever I got. You know, I'll just live with it. That's some laziness. There's no denying that. But, yeah, the rain was just seeping in. Now, eventually, I didn't just have towels collecting the, water or whatever. I set up pots to catch the water, and it's just been getting worse and worse, because, like, the rain was getting more intense, and then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't. And, long story short, I think there's a ceiling fan / light in the middle of the room. Another reason I haven't really streamed as much is because I just don't feel as good in this room, because I can't use the ceiling fan or light anymore. I've had to use, like, lamps. I think I said this in the Darkwood video, or maybe just after one or something like that, but it's like, I feel like it's Darkwood at night in this house now, because I have to turn on these lamps, and they're actually really high-tech lamps. Like, I don't know how the fuck they work. I have no idea how they work, but they're touch activated, right? So you just, like, touch like the base of it or whatever, and it turns on, and it turns off on. There's 3 brightness settings, but with it has old light bulbs in it though. So it has, instead of having 3 modes, which I'm sure a modern light bulb would have and would be working nicely with, it is instead flickering like crazy mode, flickering often mode, and really bright but normally working mode. Lamps. That's what I have lighting my room. There's 2 of them, but I only use one because it lights up the entire room. And this room's not that small. So yeah, that's that. Not good, not ideal. There's no shades on it either, so that kind of sucks. But the thing I don't understand about it is that the lamps activates no matter where you touch it. No matter where. Even the metal, like, bar that you use to, I guess, adjust the lampshade or something. I don't know. Like for when you do put one on. I don't know exactly what it's for. Even just a random bit of metal sticking out. Boop, you tip your fingertip against like the tip of the metal. And the whole thing, it works. It activates it. It switches the modes somehow. I don't know how that works. How is that? How does it know? Maybe it's vibrational and it's like, I guess by doing that you shake the thing slightly. No, because then just like, no, I've never had that be a thing. I think I've like shook the table before and it's never gone off or anything like that. So I don't know how that works. But it's like a touchpad body. It's like the metal is made out of touchpad. I don't understand how that works. Maybe, but it's very weird to have on a very old light bulb. But nonetheless, it's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, that's the lighting situation, and the pots have been filled with the rainwater, and it's like the rainwater is like seeping through the attic and then into the house. So it's not safe to drink. And that's another problem because the cat, you know, likes to come into this room a lot to bother me, mostly for treats and stuff. But, you know, I can't even have the cat just relaxing in the room with me anymore because I'm worried that the cat's going to drink the dirty attic water. And it's like, I don't want it to get sick. You know, I do see like paint chips and other weird things floating in it. It's like yellow colored. It's not good. I mean, I dump it out obviously when it happens. It hasn't rained in a while, so in fact it's very hot right now, so yeah, no, there's no water anymore. I always dump it out and stuff, but you know, at the time it's like I don't even want the risk of it, you know what I mean? Or like, oh, maybe I didn't dump it out early enough at some point. Maybe some of it's like caked on. I need to like wash the pots, you know, something like that. It's not good. I just don't like having the cat in here now because the cat is very curious about the pots. Every time he comes in here, he looks at them and I'm like, no, don't do that. Get away from them. And he likes to lay on the towels too. It's all very dirty and I haven't changed it for a while, but now I'll be able to do that, which means I should probably spend this day cleaning up and just moving on from this nightmare and putting my desk back where it was and stuff. And that's probably what I should do today after I record this, which is probably what I will do. And it'll be extra easy to do because that game got an update. I don't know how it makes sense. Maybe they did it to nerf the idea of like sneaking around, but for some reason they decided it was a good idea to make it so that enemy patrols are increased the less players you have, with 4 players being what it used to be for everybody. Which means I'm guessing that there's 3 times the enemies when I play solo. And when you're solo, you have 3 times less equipment to fight back with. So that's not very fair at all, developers, at all. It literally makes the game impossible now. Like, the amount of hunters there are just spawning everywhere, like, I literally, even with the flame shotgun, which used to make them a non-issue, I literally run out of ammo before I kill half of them, and then double of them are back by the time I do finish reloading, and, like, stop dodging the million of them that are still hitting me and killing me, and then I respawn, and then I can't really move my pod at all because I don't have that upgrade, because I only just now realized how to find the pink materials, and now I can't farm them because that difficulty is now impossible to play by myself, and I'm an antisocial loser who doesn't want to play with other random people, and I don't have friends that want to play it that much. At least I don't think so. I haven't actually asked them. It's my fault. I'm being stupid. But anyway, the whole point is I cannot play that game anymore solo. They literally made it impossible. It's so stupid hard now, and it's not in a good way either. Like, it's just that there's too many enemies. And even if I do manage to kill all the normal enemies, oh man, I could literally talk about this all day. I was so mad earlier this morning just dealing with this because it was so unfair. I mean, it already was unfair. The game is unfair to play solo by default because it's not a game meant to be played solo. But them nerfing it this much, I don't know if they realize how bad it was. Also, I'm gonna be honest, it also could just be the event thing that's going on in that game right now, because the event thing going on in that game is that there's, like, you know, bug eggs infestation. They're everywhere. There's a lot of bugs. So maybe that's literally all it is, and maybe the update had nothing to do with it. and it's just this event that I can't play. I should really probably test that, actually, before I make this sweeping accusation that the game is broken. So take my words with a pinch of salt, but my experience this morning was not a fun one. It was a horrible one, and I don't think I didn't extract alive a single time. I did an operation, I think. Maybe? Oh, I think I died in the last mission because it was a defense mission with that many enemies. And let me tell you, it wasn't even like the good level either, where they have to go down like the mountain or whatever, the pathways to get to the middle and the bottom. No, it was just an island, and I was just flat, and it was GM flat grass with the platform in the middle, and that's what I had to survive on. And it's like, okay, that's not possible, game. I'm sorry, I can't. Because there's like 3 chargers at a time at a minimum, and if I call in my expendable anti-tank launchers, I can kill 2 of them, and then the last one is straight up unkillable. I like literally cannot kill that one at all, no matter what I do, like at all. It's straight up unkillable, because the flame shotgun does not kill it. Even with like a whole magazine to the back, it does nothing. My grenade launcher, I usually love using that thing. I can't reload that by the time it takes for enemies to swarm me. The amount of brood commanders that spawn, and they just spawn more warrior enemies, and where did you get a stick? Probably from the tree. I think that single last leaf that was there dropped a stick, which the zombie picked up to hit me with. That is... What are the odds of that happening? They're not good. They're very low odds. Anyway, as I was saying, I could literally talk about this Helldivers thing all day, but I do not have the weapons as a single person to kill that many chargers, and then there's even more that spawn before my launchers come back, and then at one point there were 3 Bile Titans in my extraction with over a minute left, so it wasn't even at the end of the extraction time. It was literally right when I called it in. Yeah, that's not very fair to send after one person. So that was difficulty 7, not difficulty 8 or 9, which I believe would happen on 8. I honestly doubt. I think there'd be even more on 9, but that was on difficulty 7. So just when I figured out how to get pink materials too, I just literally figured out what structure has them. I just figured it out. I was just about to get ready to grind those and actually get the last upgrades that I need, and I can't do that anymore. Because the game became impossible, unless that's just the event and those planets, and maybe I should just play on different ones. I don't know. Anyway, back to the roof story, because we're still going on that. I have not been able to use the ceiling fan, because, I don't know, the idea of running electricity up the fan through the ceiling, where there's a lot of water and stuff, that does not bode well. So, I have pretty much gone without the ceiling fan for months. I used to have it on all the time, and the reason that I did, well, for one, it's hot, and it's really hot right now because there's a goddamn computer here, and I am burning up. This room sucks. I hate this room. God, it feels so bad. Like, ugh. I just got some nice coffees that I ordered from Amazon that I'm gonna put in the goddamn fridge, and hopefully that's gonna help me feel so much better or later today when I hopefully want to stream. But it sucks. It sucks because it's just a risky thing to do. Now, that being said, it hasn't rained in a long time, in a while, and it also isn't, look, it doesn't look like it's gonna rain anytime soon, so I probably can use the fan just fine, but I'm just too scared to paranoid to do that, so I've been going without it. Maybe I should just bring in like a standing fan instead. That would actually, no, because then that'd be really loud. Anyway, I don't know. I usually always have a ceiling fan going though, and the reason that I do, and I always do in my room when I sleep, it's not because it's just always really hot, because I mean I guess that is part of it, but it's also because when I was a kid, I just had this idea. I had this thought, right? Because I saw a lot of ghost shows on the TV when I was growing up, just them randomly playing, and I was just kind of there, like I kind of just happened to see them, and I had this idea, right? Mostly because I think I saw what like a ghost orb was, and I was like, if I have the fan running, it'll blow away all the ghosts and the demons. It'll blow all of them away. They won't be able to get close to me because the fan will be running and the fan will push them away. Right? That's genius. I thought I was so smart for thinking of that on my own. And it has just been a habit of me to have a fan going in any room I'm in at any given time, to the point where it's almost uncomfortable to not have one on. So now you can see why I feel like I've been losing my goddamn mind for like 3 months. And you can probably just tell from my videos and streams and all that. Like, I've literally been losing my fucking mind over this. It's so goddamn it. I literally could just swear and curse it about it all fucking day. You have no idea. Oh my god, it makes me so pissed. But I'll be able to finally have it on again. Because the roof's getting fixed right now. So that's... Oh my god, that's good. Oh my god, I forgot what being normal feels like. It's like feeling sick for like 3 months straight. That's what it's felt like. Not that I've ever been sick for that long, but it feels like when you're sick, right? You forget what being normal is like. I forgot what being normal is like. It's so goddamn hot all the time. It sucks. Oh god, I hate it. And then I haven't cleaned the room in a while either. It's just because I'm like I'll wait until everything's fixed, and then I'll clean it so that I won't have to clean it again for another good while. And it's like, god, this room is horrible. And I think the long moral of the story is take care of your space, guys, because it's very important for mental health. Mental health is very important, and morale is very important, and all that stuff matters a lot. Oh my god, he's back. Who do you think you are? Hold on, wait, what do you have? Ow. Why are you attacking me? What did I do wrong? The cat is banging on the door. You weren't even allowed in here. Yeah, alright, that's what I thought. This is a whole lot of hoopla. This is a whole lot of nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna end this episode of Minecraft here. This was kind of a real just talking episode. But I think I needed to get a lot of this stuff off my chest. So I'm glad that I did now. And now I need to go clean. Now I can clean the room up. And I'm actually happy to, because god, I've been wanting to for so long, but I'm like, what if it starts raining again? And then I gotta just I gotta set up all the, pots to collect the water, because it also started literally leaking through the ceiling fan in the middle. Like that's another reason I was extra paranoid to use the fan, or to power anything regarding that ceiling light, because it's just, there's literally water dripping down it. That's not good. Like, if I had it running, it would be like a sprinkler putting water everywhere. It was horrible. And then, like, last time it rained pretty hard, the corner of the ceiling sprung a new leak. There's 3 places water drips in. Hell, there's like another one that's daring to open. I can literally see the ceiling, like, is like damp and like malleable. And then another spot next to that as well. So that's 5 if you're counting. Right above where I had my setup before. Directly above it. Threatening to start raining through as well. And it was somehow, even though there were no holes on the ceiling there, somehow there were singular tiny droplets going through. Like, there's like a micro holes or something. Like, it's bad. This room sucks. I think I've said at one point, I feel like I'm in the RE7 house. I mean that, I really do. But now I get to clean it up. And honestly, that's the greatest solace of anything today. God, I can't wait. I've never been so happy to clean something. It's not like I was lazy about cleaning it. I just literally thought it would be inefficient because it would just get dirty right away again. Except if I just looked at the weather report, I would know that it wouldn't. So that's my, I guess, better safe than sorry-esque thing, except there was nothing safe about everything being dirty and horrible, and now I get to clean it, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to clean. I really am. Oh god, I'm gonna clean the room. Yes. All right. So without further ado, that's gonna do for this episode of Minecraft. I have work to do. Until next time. I don't actually know what we're gonna do next episode. I think what I'm gonna do is, well, I'll probably use all the stone that I got to finish up stuff on the castle, and then we'll come back. I want to make a store. I want to make a store, like in either next episode or the episode after that. It depends on how lazy I feel that day. But until then, and hopefully I will feel better because I'll have a clean room to be in, and a ceiling fan running. Oh my god, it's like a luxury. I can't believe it. This hot, steamy room with a computer, and oh god, dude, I'm so happy. I've been in a sauna, like, oh, I hate this fucking place. I hate this goddamn place. All right, I always come back, and while I have been snippy, You know, I'll see you around. I've been silent about this for 3 months. This shit has been bothering me every day. For 3 months, I've been quiet about it. You guys have no idea. God, it's horrible. God, I hate it. Oh my God, I'm literally gonna explode. It's all coming out. It's literally all of it. Every single last bit. Everything. I have hated life for 3 months because of this goddamn ceiling problem. It has ruined my life. I feel like it's like turned me into even more of a recluse than normal. Like I'm just like, I gotta make sure that rain doesn't get in. I gotta like watch the ceiling. I'm like paranoid. I'll like occasionally hear like a little tap and like, is that water dripping into a pot and hitting the metal, which also would make bad background audio on streams. So I've been worried about streaming with that. It's so fucking, the amount of things running through my head, the amount of panic. It's like, I have to keep an eye on everything. It's like, oh my God, I hate this place. It's gone now. That's all gone. It's all fixed. Everything's okay. That's incredible. Letting that off my shoulders is great. And the fact that that won't be a problem again is great. That is me being optimistic and assuming the roof fixing will actually fix it, though. It should. I leave a lot of things to future Snippy, and I guess that'll have to be another one of them, but there you go. I ended the episode. I already did the outro, so I already did the outro, so I don't need to do it again. Sorry. I didn't speak English there. Bye-bye, and thanks for listening to me rant.